Before we get started with our lesson, let's review what a syllable is. A syllable is a word or a part of a word that has one vowel sound. So, who can give me a one-syllable word that has a short vowel sound followed by s, f, or ul at the end? Can you think of anything? It's got a short vowel sound and ends with one of those. What about stiff?
Flag?
We've got a short vowel sound in the middle and it ends with What else can you think of with ul or s or f? What about mess? Got a short vowel and s at the end. What about doll? Short vowel. Alright. There's some ideas. Give me some. What you got?
Telling?
Tell. We can go with tell. Tell has got a short vowel and the ul sound at the end. What else?
Smile?
That's got a long vowel sound. What about what are
Traffic?
No, I need the f at the end of the word. What are all of you guys? You're my class. Okay, that's got a short vowel and this at the end.
Glass?
Glass is a good one. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to tell you some words and I want you to try to figure out where I'm going to write them. Tell me which column to put them in. What about laugh? Where do you think I'm going to put that?
FF?
It does have the f sound at the end, but do you remember how we spell it? Completely different, right? It doesn't look anything like what it sounds like. So we have to memorize that one. What about off?
FF?
Good. What about cough?
FF?
Ah, that one's tricky too. That one's a sight word. Goes over here. C-O-U-G-H. What about gas? Do you know how to spell gas?
The S's.
Does it have two S's at the end? Or just one? Gas. One. So that one's a sight word. It doesn't follow this tricky rule here.
So the ones that don't follow the rules actually go to a veil?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. What about sniff?
FF?
FF. Good. What about bell?
In the middle.
Good. Very good. Let's look at the words in the first 3 columns here. What do you notice that is the same in those words?
Stiff and stiff and sniff.
Okay. What kind of vowel do they all have? They've got different vowels, but what is it about them? Are they short or long?
Short.
Short. They all have short vowels. How many syllables do those words have? Stiff. Off.
1.
Sniff. Yeah, they all have one syllable. They are all root words or base words. Can I tell you guys a secret?
Mm-hmm.
This is a very special rule we're going to learn today. Whatever you do, don't tell your older brothers and sisters about this, or they'll think that you're too smart. The rule we're going to learn today is called the Floss rule. How is floss similar to these other ones? What do you see that's the same there?
Unlike in glass, does how it have S and S?
It's got 2 S's at the end. And it also has an F, just like that, and an L. So that word helps us remember that when a 1-syllable root word or base word has a short vowel sound followed by the sound l or s, those sounds are usually spelled with twin consonants. 2 F's, 2 L's, or 2 S's. We're going to make a poster that shows us this rule so we remember our floss rule. And then we're going to hang it up above the board so that when you're spelling words, you can remember if I've got a 1-syllable word, has a short vowel, and it ends with one of these sounds, most likely it's going to have 2 of the same letter at the end. There is a list of these words in your spelling dictionary and reference books. We'll look at that in just a minute. These words over here, what's different about them?
That they don't have doubles.
They don't. They've got, this one ends in f, that ends in f, that ends in s, and they all have a short vowel sound before it. But they're not spelled according to that rule at all. So we'll have to memorize, there are some words that don't match up with the floss rule. We just have to memorize them. If you need help spelling some floss rule words, you can look in your spelling dictionary and reference book. Here in just a minute, we're going to split up into teams, and I'm going to see if you guys can figure out some words that follow this rule. So that is all we have for our video right now. We will play that game and we will practice some stuff on the board and then we'll split up into our groups. So I'll see you in just a minute.